Hello everyone, this is Jessica. Welcome to my channel, and today I have my ranking videos. My eyeshadow palettes, the last 41, but I kind of sort of bundle a couple of them together because they belong together. So actually 36 palettes, 41 if you're technical. If you're ready to see where all of these palettes ended up, stay tuned. Welcome back. Now, last time I did this video, there were only 28 palettes, and this time there are 36, and I've realized that I need to keep better track of them and maybe keep it to a 15 because all of these palettes, it's a lot, okay? But I mean, I use palettes every day, so it happened. We're gonna start. I think I can keep track of the numbers. I'm not too sure if I can, so I don't think I'm gonna be saying them. I'm gonna be putting the number somewhere because I don't want to just keep saying a number to you and then it's the incorrect number. That's happened before. But I do know for a fact which one is 36. And it's this beautiful little limited edition eye palette from Clarins. I got this while we were on vacation. It's small, it's compact, it's not horrible, but it's just these are barely visible on me. You can get a little bit with these, but even the shimmers are a little bit chalky to me. And then we ended up paying, I think, like $30 for this, so it was just kind of, unfortunately, she ended up being 36. $35 is this Wet n Wild, what is it, 10-pan palette, the Nude Awakening. Are these palettes beautiful? Yes, they are. There is nothing wrong with the pigmentation. There's nothing wrong with the colors. You can make very beautiful looks from this. It's affordable. The only reason why it's down here is because I had other things that were above. It's nothing to do with the actual, if you tell me, okay, it's not getting decluttered from my collection, it was just a palette that ended up in the bottom. $34 is this Lumene Nordic Neutrals eyeshadow palette, and as you can tell, I bought this one while I was on vacation in May. It's very cute, 6-pan. It works beautiful. I think I got some swatches of a couple of these. It's not that it's a horrible formulation. It's not. I'm able to work with them. I'm able to add a lot of the colors. It's just one of those things that, like, it's a one look. I'll usually go for the same look, and it doesn't have anything like pizzazz that called me for it. That's why, unfortunately, this one ended up in this spot. Like I said, I love my palettes. None of them, I think only, no, none of the ones that are here are in the, declutter box. It's just that this one, it was good. It works very well. If I want to put it on my eyes, it does, and it did good. And especially this one, the price of it was a good price, and you get, like, I prefer this one over the Clarins way more. So this is number 34. $33. It's this Glamlight Holiday Sweets palette. This palette, if I'm not mistaken, we got it in a box, or did I order it? I'm not too sure. They're beautiful, yes they are, but a lot of these are very much so like toppers for me. They're not like pigmented shimmer or special shades. So for me, overall, it is a beautiful. Yes, you have these very much neutral colors down here, and you can top them with anything up here. You can do a look with it. It's just not typically what I go for. So a lot of, like I said, it's very much so preference. There's nothing wrong with this Glamlight eyeshadow palette, but it's not one that, like, I see myself, or I've seen myself since I've used it, like, be like, oh my gosh, I need to wear that one again. So that's why it's in the bottom, but I couldn't put it lower than this just because it's beautiful. It does have beautiful colors. I do end up with, like, very shiny eyes, which is what I like. So that's one of the things. Next is this Clarity Cosmetics Croc palette. It's a new one to my collection. The only reason, and like I said, I like it. It's very much so a swampy. You'll see that I still have this little color on it. I'll insert pictures of it so you can see better. It's beautiful. I like this grungy looks. They're gorgeous. The only reason is that this eyeshadow, which is Crocodile Tears, it's very much loose pigment. Okay, it's not pressed the way the others are. I even have used it with, like, you know, I spray my brush, which is not something typical that I do, and it's just not my preference. It's a lot of work. I have to be very careful when I open this palette because I know that this one is there. That's the only reason why the little top is there, because otherwise this will spread all over. But I don't want to waste it and throw it away because it is a beautiful color and I can use it, but very carefully. The rest of the colors are very beautiful. I love it. But if I was rating the eyeshadow palettes as a whole, I couldn't rank it higher because I do like hassle so much with that corner shade. And that is the only reason why she's lower. A lot of the ones that I bought with this croc are higher in the collection. And like I said, it's all has to do with the fact that tears are crocodile tears. It's been a hassle. I've ended up all over myself, and it's just, I've dropped some. It's a messy for me. And it wasn't that it was cracked. It was not cracked. I tried to go in there and it almost had like a little, you can see a little bubble type. And when that little bubble kind of burst, it all dispensed. So now it was like a loose pigment. And I was like, oh crud. So that's why it's there, not necessarily because it's bad. It's not. I love Clarity Cosmetics. Some of the, like I said, I have some that are higher up in the ranking. It's just that one specifically that I was like, no. Next we have this Glam Light and Garfield. And this one, I got it with my sister in the haul. It is beautiful colors. It looks very intimidating, as you can see, but they're gorgeous. Teddy Bear, Heart of Gold, and Abu Dhabi. I mean, even Catitude, they're all very gorgeous. I do have some swatches of some of them. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I swatched some. I didn't have time to swatch some other ones, so you'll see swatches of some. So I'll try to be, if I have more time, I'll try to do it again, but it's just, it's time consuming. But yeah, I like it. It's just the colors. This is very much so when I want that fiery red color. It is not my to-go colors. I typically would try anything besides like that golden shades. And that's why it's lower. Not because of the quality. I do like Glam Light a lot, and this one is just the color overall, but the shades are beautiful. Even swatched, they're beautiful. I already lost track of what number I was. So like I said, that's why I keep track up there. The next one is this little quad from ColourPop. This is the Sorbet eyeshadow palette, and you think, Jessica, how is this one above other ones? Because it is such a cute, you know that you can grab it and you're gonna go look. And to me, it's all about what the eyeshadow palette is and what it brings to me. I like that I blend this to blend very well. This is a one eye look kind of a thing. Like, I'm not expecting to get 2-3 looks from it. I know that I'm going to use all 4 of them when I'm using it, and I know that that's what I'm going to get, and I'm happy with that. This is very much so like a little travel one. It gives you what you need, and that's it. But I like this little quads of the ColourPop. I really did enjoy them, and like I said, it gives me one from the bottom, one to darken, and one to brighten. So it was just exactly what I needed, and that's why this one did what it had to do, and it's there. My next one, I was actually very surprised. I believe I've gotten this one from Ipsy. It's the Wander Beauty in Neutral. Looks like so. And it's this eyeshadow palette. It is gorgeous. It is very neutral, and I love the way that the mattes blend. The shimmers are not gonna pop off of your eyes, but they'll give you a very nice look. And I think I'm either give me the comfort that I need in my eyeshadow palettes or let me shine. So if you're too much in the middle, that's when I'm like, oh, I don't know about this. This one though, it was amazing. I like the colors. I actually thought that I was gonna be like, oh, it looks really dull, like I don't want it. But then after I used it, I was like, oh no, actually I do enjoy it, and like, oh, it's very friendly. I like, let me use this matte for like my other looks to kind of put my base on. And I ended up knowing that I actually do enjoy it. It's just a matter of, you know, getting past the, oh, it's just a normal neutral palette. But it's a very good one, and I'm very happy that I have her in my collection. On to the next one is from the Tarte Glamazon. I got this one, if I'm not mistaken. My Ipsy was my beauty boost. Here it is. Totally awkward. I don't want to pass you out with the shine. On Tarte palette. I do like it. The only reason why I got here is because the both the blue and the green, you think that they'll be very very like shades will be in your face, pop colors, but they actually, for me at least, they've muddied, so it's not my favorite. The other colors are beautiful. I mean, if Tarte does nothing if it doesn't do a natural one, I love it. But those two colors, which for me it's like, well, they are the main attraction of this palette if you really think about it, and they're good, but like I'm able to blend them out, and it's just, that's the only reason. They look beautiful, but it was just like, why am I working so hard for a blue when there's other blues in other palettes that I have that I can just pop it and they'll be there. Next eyeshadow palette is from Axe Beauty, and this is one of the ones that I got Beauty Act when we went to on vacation in Bergen, Norway, and I mean, I love it. It's pretty much like the equivalent of like a Sephora collection for the kicks, and it's so pretty. You get a beautiful eye look. It gives you everything that you need. They all worked like they're supposed to. If you see it, you're not expecting something crazy. Same. It's beautiful. It works very well. Everything blended very well. That's what I got in the spot. My next one is this gift from my sister. This is Meryl Norman eyeshadow palette. Also very beautiful. This one is the Starry Rose shadow palette. The colors that I love, the mauve, rosy, pink colors. All these eyeshadows worked beautiful. They don't, you know, they're good. They're good quality. They give you good colors. The mattes do what they're supposed to as well. So it's not there's nothing wrong with them. It was just a matter of like, yep, she's beautiful. She goes here. Number 25 is the Too Faced Natural Ice eyeshadow palette. I hunted this down until I got it for like, what, $14 or something like that. It was, I mean, it's beautiful. It's a very much so friendly, natural, on-the-go palette. You can take it. It gives you what you need. It's amazing. It works beautiful. I can say they even have a nice scent to it, okay? It works beautifully. The Too Faced formula, we're already on loving. You know, it's a palette that I think has been for a long time. It does what it has to do. This erotica color in here is a purple with like some shimmers in there. It's really crazy, but it actually works really like sparkly. But yeah, it's a nice eyeshadow palette. It's beautiful. There's nothing to complain about it, but I just have other palettes that came above it. The ones that I grouped together in the spot of number 24 are all the Morphe 6-pan palettes. All 6 of them. The reason why I didn't separate them is because I have the same comments about them all. So it's not something that is gonna change, okay? They worked beautiful. All the mattes I love. I'll insert a picture of them so you can see them all. All the mattes I love, but the special shades, it's a little lacking. Some of them have it beautifully, others you're able to just blend off. Mattes, like I said, are beautiful when you're using, especially like this poppy colors. Make sure that you pat, you don't, you know, rub off side to side. But the shades, like with the chrome ones, or I don't know how they label them, they're just okay. And for the price, like I said, it's good. You're gonna get a good eyeshadow look. That's not an issue, but it's just, they are beautiful because you get different, you know, it's a one look type of an eyeshadow palette for me, all of them. And I think, I mean, that's a good thing. Sometimes we want that. We want to be able to just grab one and that's the one they're gonna do. Some of them are beautiful. They all are, but they're not out of this world. But I do like this formula and the way that they, even the special chrome ones worked better than the previous Morphe, like before they revamped. So I do appreciate the price. I appreciate how they look, the colors, because I love the mattes. Believe it or not, I do love their mattes here. It's more of an issue with the special shades that I have, but I'm trying to like not compare them to other brands because they're, you know, it's a new release for them. Number 23, if I'm not mistaken, I think. It's this Formula Z Pretty Magic eyeshadow palette. It is from my Ipsy bag. I really enjoyed it. I pretty much used it almost a week straight. And it's nice. One of the issues that I have with it is because they have the priced as like $40 something. No ma'am, I would not pay that much for this palette. Like I said, these are 15. If I would go, I'm like, get one of these, like you'll get like a similar look. It's just the special shades are very nice. You do get something, but I have to work hard to get them. I like to apply them with my fingers because if I try with a brush, this little shimmers, I wasn't getting a lot of like pigment on it. The mattes, there's nothing against it. They worked very well. They all blended very well. But these are not very pigmented. They're more pastel-y shimmers. And like I said, I worked them with my finger. I was able to get beautiful colors. So it's a very nice palette. If you were telling me, hey, Jess, would you pay 20 bucks for this? I'm like, absolutely. Like $20 worth it. $42, $45, I would not pay for that. So like I said, it's a very good palette, but I don't know the pricing. I don't know Formula Z. #22 is from Revolution, and this one is the Eternal Icon. I love these. I forget that I like these eyeshadows. The only ones that I never use these, so I pretty much ranked it based on the actual mattes. Because my eyelids as it is are a little bit oily, I don't put more cream on it, and if I do, it would be like a one and done type of a thing, and these are not things that I've put on. So just to be honest, I like the looks I get. I actually enjoy like the shimmers. Like if you swatch them, I think I did swatch this ones. If you swatch it, you'll see that it's like, oh wait, that's, you know, you actually do get what you're promised, and for the price, can't beat it. This is 21. It is the revamped, the Nomad's 10th anniversary Fête de Provence. This eyeshadow palette is gorgeous. The colors are beautiful. I like the shimmers. The reason why it's here is because I'm not a very much pastel-y matte type of a girl. It's just not my jam. I add them, yes, I use them, but it's not the one to go. If I reach for this palette, it's been for the actual shimmers. So it's a palette that I love. I do enjoy it. It's a beautiful color scheme, but for me it's just the fact that it has mattes that are very pastel-y light, and it's just not necessarily my jam. Number 20. This is from Atenea. This is one of the brands. It's called Storytime. It's a multi-use, multi-palette. I pretty much ranked it based on the eyeshadows. All of this on this. I do like, I have used the highlights, the blushes, and this bronzer on myself, but I do like this. The shimmers, I didn't expect them to be so shimmery. And it's just one of those things that, like, the mattes worked very well. I have an actual black. I mean, when was the last time that we actually had a black? So I was able to use that. And these little shimmers are very much for a rosy look. So it was one of those things that I loved it. I enjoyed it. And yeah, that's why she came into number 20, because she came from such a far place. And she was able to bring me such happiness with all of those beautiful shades right here. And then this for the inner corner, and then these, like I said, pinky purple, my jam, and this one, that's exactly what it brought me. The next one is from Clarity Cosmetics, and it's Bougie Bitch, and this is one of the ones that I got on my mystery box, if I'm not mistaken, from June. And it's, here it is. It is gorgeous. I've used them. I've used all of them, even this Gold Digger, the one that was freaking me out a little bit. I love all their special formula eyeshadow palettes, eyeshadows, I mean. And these pastels, see, this is the way that I like pastels. I like to be able to have darker ones so that that pastel brightens up, but it's not like a whole pastel look. I've tried to do full pastel looks, and it's just, I just don't feel comfortable wearing them. I just don't like the way that I look personally. I prefer a different type of vibe. I prefer to darken my eye corners a certain way. So for this, to be able to have the darker shades, but then you have these beautiful shimmers on there for such a small compact palette, it was beautiful. And like I said, pinky purple, it was gonna be up there. A love that I found, and she snuck in there into this ranking, is Sydney Grace Enduring Love. As you can tell, I love this. I love the way they blend. I love the way that they look. This Dina blue color, this Elizabeth up here, like I said, it has such a availability to be totally neutral, but then the pops of color are like I want. This is what I thought I was gonna get from that Tarte palette. These, I can rely that, hey, yes, it's beautiful and it'll look gorgeous on me. This darker one, look at that green. So like I said, it's been a while since I had actually pulled out my Sydney Grace palettes. So for me, it was beautiful to have them, but look at those. You just wanna put them all over yourself, and they'll give you that color. They won't be muddied. They actually work as they're supposed to. And I love that, I enjoy that. And that is why Sydney Grace ended up getting that spot. I think it's 17. Like I said, I try to keep track of them, but sometimes I just can't. It's from Nomad. It's the 10th anniversary, and this is the America's Parks. I like them. It was a struggle to find which one I wanted to put where. I enjoy the colors. I love the fact that I'm able to get these grungy looks out of this one, but I still have this yellow to kind of lighten it as well as this one. The only one reason why it kind of ended up a little bit lower is because I have to be careful how I go into my eye look. I personally prefer to do like a color in the base just to kind of even myself out, and this one can't give me that, so I have to start like at an aqua precision for me. So it's not that it's bad. I love all of them. These three colors that are the lightest, I'm able to use them as that, and then I implemented all the shimmers on them. So I really did enjoy them. I mean, it's Nomad. I love Nomad. I'll get everything they put out, but that's why she's a little bit lower on the ranking. Number 16. This is 16. I think I'm right. I'll double check. So this is from Wicked Widow, and this is Graveyard Smash. I got this off my Cardi. It was one of the purchases because I always wanted to try it, and I had not tried it in a while, and I was, you know, trying, and finally I did, and I love it. I love the shades. I think the way that I've used it, I do the pops of color like I've done. I think it was in this purple and this green, and then I did the purple and green on top of it. It was kind of like, I have to be in the mood to see this, because this is very much so not what I'm used to. There's nothing like, oh, you can kind of sort of maybe the Glory Gals, you can put it in the bottom for me, like the way that I personally do it. But I like the formula. I like the shimmer. I very much enjoyed this little palette. So the Weird Waltz, which is this inner corner one, beautiful. It sparkles so good in my eyes. And of course the Thrills and Chills. I love that it's like a dual chrome, and it has like a blue greenish shift. So it was just gorgeous. So it's one of those things that, like, I like it for the sake, but I couldn't put it too high up because it's not like, I think of the palettes that I can use by themselves. If I can grab you and be the only palette that I have, that's why you get more points in my imaginary system. So for me, that's why some of these didn't go all the way to the top. Not because they're bad, not because I don't love them. It was very hard this time around to actually try to get it. It was just that like, could I use you by yourself? Number 15. Yes, number 15 is from Natasha Denona Rose and Wood palette. This is some of the palettes that I took on vacation, and I like it. I like the looks that I get. It does what it's supposed to. I can depend on Natasha. She doesn't let me down. If it's a beautiful little color, especially when you're on vacation, like sometimes, yes, you want to shimmer and sometimes you don't. And you know what I mean? So I got beautiful eye looks, was able to feel like I was put together, but not necessarily feel like I'm calling attention. Not that it's a bad thing, but just me personally, that's why that one ended up number 15. Number 14 is a companion from the Act Beauty or Beauty Act from Kicks, that Norway store. It's this little quad. The reason why I like this little quad is because this color is such a beautiful rose color. As you can tell, it's such, I love it. I like the fact that I'm able to do a complete eye look with this, and I really enjoyed that. And especially because I did use it while I was on vacation, I would grab it and I would do this one thing, and I didn't have, you don't, when I'm at home, I'm able to grab different eyeshadows from different palettes, and this one I really wanted to test it. So there's no better way to test an eyeshadow palette than when you're on vacation and you're like, this is all you're gonna use. And every time I use this, I really did enjoy it, and that's why she came out top. But she couldn't be as on top as the next one, which was from Natasha Denona, and this is a Hot Topic. This is one that we got, I believe it was in my May Ipsy box. And this is a beautiful, it's very neutral. I love it. There's nothing, I mean, it gives me everything I need to do a look. The two mattes, the three shimmers. I'm able to darken with this one or in this one, and I put this one in my inner top inner corner. Gorgeous. I love the formula. I love what it did. It also was with me in vacation, and it didn't cause me any issues. I didn't feel like, oh, my looks a little, nope. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I felt very put together. That's why she's there. Number 12. count backwards, Jessica. Number 12 is from Clarity Cosmetics and is a Komodo eyeshadow palette. I am telling you, Clarity Cosmetics, the reason why I have a lot of them is because I have bought new ones and they came in the clutch. I mean, the shimmers are the ones that have been winning it for them. I love this. Like I said, the only reason why she's not too high up is because the other ones above it got more for me. But this specific, these two right here, special shades, I love. I love this, what's it called? Tip to scale color. It's so gorgeous. Of course, upside down, typical me. And this ambush color, beautiful. This suit of arm, it has a beautiful, like, I'm able to use it almost like a eyeliner, so it was gorgeous. Go for the kill and then the ambush on top of it, or like this green color right here. So I put this in the inner corner, then darkened the edge with this, and then I put this one on top with, I think that it was this ferocious, but this ferocious has like a shift to it, to like a blue green, and it looks a little purple. They're just beautiful colors. Like it was, I would put it in my eye and I was gonna be like, okay, am I gonna be surprised because I don't know what colors I'm gonna get? And I just loved it. I really did enjoy playing with it. So that's why it was number 12, because it actually, from here on out, like all of these palettes got me, like I wanted to play with them. The Divini Beauty Mingle. This is number 11. And the reason why she's number 11 is because she intimidates the heck out of me. And I've yet to play with that crimson red eyeshadow look. That's the me problem though. But isn't she gorgeous? Look at that. The only other reason why she kind of lowered a little bit is because I believe Hylela and Bibi, they're the type that almost has like a specks. They're flecks of in the shimmer. It's not like a, like, how do I say it? Like if I have this is a complete compact shimmer, and this formula, it, well, should it make me feel like it's more, let me see if you can tell. This is that, and then the other ones, no, you're not gonna, here you see it has specks on it, so I have to make sure in order to have them be down. So just because of that, like I think I had to be cutthroat at this point, and that's the reason why this one got pulled down. Not for the colors or anything, because it's a beautiful formula, because of that specific type of eyeshadow. I don't know what the name is, but it's the one where you can actually feel the little specks that they come off. So because of those two shades, that's why it was pulled to number 11. Number 10. Okay guys, number 10, it's the What's Up Beauty Moonstone. Monsoon Desert Moonsoon. You'd be like, Jessica, what the heck? There's such, yes. But this eyeshadow palette, let me see. I took this eyeshadow palette on vacation, and whenever I wanted a pop of color, she came through. This downpour, this green, this blue right here, succulent and humidity, those three shades I was able to use, and it was so beautiful. And I would put them on, and like I said, when you're, the rest of them are very neutral, so they worked very well. I was able to use them, but those three colors, they were able to give me that pop of color that I wanted. And just because of that, it kind of won me over. When you're, you know, living off a suitcase, and you're on vacation, but you still, I want to look nice, and I'm just not a girl that just uses a one and done. Sometimes I will, but most of the time, like, I like to have different things on my eyes. And she did well, so I had to, I couldn't put her lower because she worked so well for it. So that's why she's up here. And I actually like the formula as well. I love What's Up Beauty. I think so far I've only had those 3 eyeshadow palettes that I have, but this one really came in this time around. Number 9 is my Nomads Berlin Underground 10th Anniversary Edition. Like I said, why is she number 9? The only reason that she actually skipped above her sisters was because she has the shades that I feel, me personally, that I need to make a look. Nothing else aside from that formula. I love this little, I can't even say the name, I don't want to butcher it, but this one, because it has like, you think it's like a white, but it has a green shift to it, and I enjoy putting them on. It is very grungy. It is whatever look you're gonna get, it's one of those grungy looks. You're not gonna feel very summery with it, as far as I've done, unless you go very much, you know, with these two right here. But I love it. I love the fact, I do love the fact that I can work better with this one as opposed to how it was originally, because it was very much so more shimmer. And I do like the fact that now we have mattes. Number 9. Okay, I think the next one's gonna be controversial. My sister even didn't agree with me. This is number 8, and it is the beautiful Danessa Myricks Beauty. I still have her in there. The Freedom palette. I love her. My sister thinks I'm insane. She loves this palette. This is one of her favorites. She went ham on this because we got it right before we went on vacation. So we both took it, and man, she put it on and it looked beautiful on her. She's able to pop them off really well. I put them on and I like them. I love the looks that I get, but I just couldn't make myself say like, oh wow, like I love your eyeshadow today, Jessica. And I don't know, I would have to bring in additional palettes to kind of formulate it. My sister didn't. I mean, she would do pops and I was like, what are you wearing? And she was like, oh, the Danessa Myricks palette. And I was like, I guess it just works differently in the way that we do our makeup. She's very much so, she would put 1 in 1 and she'd be done. And I'm not that type of person. So for me, it didn't work that way, but I still love it. I do enjoy it. Would I go and buy the ones that like like more from her? Yes. But like before I bought it, before I tried it, I was very much so feeling FOMO over that holiday big palette. And now I'm not, because I'm like, no, I'm good. This is beautiful. I love it. I enjoy it. I specifically, of course, my favorite is this. I don't get that beautiful bright colors from these two, but they do give me the color that I need. So it's not bad. Obviously, she's number 8, but it's not where my sister would have thought that she was like in the top 3. So we have very different thoughts on it. But yeah, she's number 8. That's as high as I could put it, because the rest of them came in a little bit higher. Number 7, Clarity Cosmetics Blue. Who was surprised at the highest, I think that's the highest Clarity Cosmetics palette I have, was gonna be a purpley pinky color. I mean, look at this, beautiful. It's beautiful. This is what I have in my eyes today. This is what I have in my eyes. I didn't use anything else. And you're like, Jessica, you just bashed it on and on and on about the fact that you like to have a base. I didn't care. I love pinks and purples, and I love these colors. They are gorgeous. This is a formula of eyeshadows that I love. You see that I'm able, my swatching game is not on point, but they're so beautiful. They're gorgeous. The colors are, I don't think I put any of the greens on, but I love it. I love it. Last night I started to put some on my eyes, and I'm like, Jessica, just calm down. And I thought that I was like, well, you know, I'll wear the number one. But I was like, when I woke up, I was like, nope, I want to wear this color. I want to wear Bloom, and that's what I have in my eyes today. That's my eye look with him, and I love it. So that's why she's number 7. Yeah, number 7. I love Clarity Cosmetics. Number 6. RD2E Cosmetics Inks and Roses. Beautiful. I know that they already, right here, gorgeous. Very neutral, very rosy, very purpley, as you can tell. The reason why she's number 6, because obviously this is, I can take this eyeshadow palette with me anywhere. She has everything that I need. I can darken it, do a green look. I can darken it with these down here. I can do my purples, which is, I personally love purples on me. And then I have a little bit of shimmer. The only thing that I was missing from here is because this, what is it called? Eternal is a little bit darker than what I would want for my inner corner. So that is the only thing. For me personally, I don't have that highlight bright inner corner color here. If I did, if there was some type of a white ethereal color, it would totally be top 3. That is the only reason why she's number 6, because it didn't have that, and that's what I wanted. But it's beautiful, and you'll have to pry it away from me. I know that she just released a new palette, but since they're from the UK, I have to be aware of, like, okay, when I buy it, the shipping and everything, so I can't just, you know, it's not as easy to just order one palette by itself, so I kind of have to keep track of them. But it's beautiful. Number 5, and you guys are gonna think I am crazy, because you are gonna be like, that doesn't belong in number 5. This is my ranking, and I want it to be here. Number 5 is this little baby. This is Dior Silk Taupes. I bash the higher end, but I love this one. I love it so much. I love the colors. I like every single look. I think it's reminiscent of when I was in college and high school, and I would just use a very natural eyeshadow look. You would not catch me with colorful eyeshadows as I am now. And this is like one of my favorite affordable eyeshadow palettes is from Wet n Wild, and it's called Walking on Eggshells. And if you compare them, I'll try to see if I can pop a picture of the Walking on Eggshells. I have it, but God knows where I have it right now. It's this, but this is like the higher end version of Walking on Eggshells. This is the pricey version of it. Walking on Eggshells, if I'm not mistaken, it's not, I think it's $5 at the most. This one was like, what, 70, 80? I don't remember. But it's beautiful. I used it, like I said, when I was on vacation. I think the fact that I pulled her through what I consider to be, you either sink or swim, my dear, and she swam. She was able to give me the eye looks that I wanted. I have everything, lighter color, inner color, darker outer corner, everything in here. So that's why this Dior palette is there. Now, do I say, oh, Jessica, then you must want to buy the other ones? Because I think these are the special editions. You might want to buy the other ones. No, I like this specific editions. I have a 9 quad Dior. It was okay. I thought about buying a different, but I was like, no, I think it's a combination of, I like this color scheme, and that's why I like this one. I think if I buy one with eyeshadow palette, with the eyeshadow colors that I'm not going to use, I'm not going to enjoy it, and I'm not going to feel that it's worthy of the price. Am I saying, oh, go spend money? No, like I just said, if you want the same colors, Walking on Eggshells, it will give you the same colors. You know, they're very beautiful. I actually ended up using these little brushes. They're really nice. They helped put the pigment in there. But yeah, it's Walking on Eggshells. But if you do have this one, pull it out, and it's beautiful. I do enjoy it. Number 4, it is this baby, and she is Glaminatrix Nearly Neutrals. Okay, she came all the way from Australia. I love it. It is very much so whatever color you want, it's there. I love the shimmers. I love the mattes. I love the fact that I have the darker ability to darken every look. I even have a dark black. I have this shimmery black. Like, I can make, like, in my eye, in the way that I'm picturing it, like, I kind of group them together. So I have so many different eye looks that I can use individually. And of course, me being me, I do put them in quads as well. But I love the eyeshadow palette. I enjoy it so much. She's worth it. I love this. I love it. It's like I said, the top 5. I was back and forth, and I was like, no, this one, and I'm like, no, I like this. It was a struggle. Okay, I was struggling last night to rank them, but that one's definitely, that's one, number 4. Now, my top 3 reasons. I'll tell you why they're where they are. Okay, top 3. Number 3, Ensley Rain Whispering Woods. I love Ensley Rain's formula on the colors. It's greens. I think greens have been my go-to colors. Beautiful. I actually have a color that I can use lighter, which is what I'm complaining, right, about everything. It has the shimmers, this Mystic Mushi, which has like almost like a dual chrome, trichrome. I don't know how many chromes there are. That green woody color, love it. Why was she number 3 and not above? The price. Because I rank them based on how much I spent on them, and I'm like, if I cannot in any way differentiate how I love them, because I like them individually for different things, then okay, where can I put some separation between these 3 palettes? And it was a price point. She's a little bit more expensive. I would repurchase it because I love it. That's the only reason why she's number 3. Because she's more expensive than the other 2 that I have. And if I love the other 2 and I'm able to get looks that I enjoy, that was the only thing that I could, I mean, like, I have to be realistic. That is the only thing that keeps me, that separated them for me. But I love Ensley Rain. I love the looks I can make out of them. I love the fact that I can do quads, the fact that I can do a very, like, the summer color. If I use the gnome alone and then I put this little two-stool and poppy, I mean, I did this 2 together, and then I think it was Amber or Mystic. I did one of them, and it looked very fiery, but like not too orangey, more like the sedated, like not pastel. And it was beautiful. So yeah, I love it. I love Whispering Woods. I enjoy even the palette itself. It's beautiful, and that's why she was number 3. Like I said, it was a price. Number 2 is this baby, and this baby is number 2 just because of the color. I'm not a fan. I don't think I've watched the full Lord of the Rings movies and stuff. I watched some here and there, but not all of them. Glaminatrix, Lord of the Rings, Middle Earth. Guys, I love this. I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. I love, you see, you have your inner corners, you have your darker shades. I have purples. I mean, the purples, I went down the line when I used them, and then I went just random. I like it that I have these dark at the bottom. It's upside down because of the mirror, but the darker ones at the bottom, and then I have lighter ones here, so I could go on the line, but I can, you know, go all over. But I love the shades. I love it. One of my favorite, of course, And you can say, and like they were so beautiful, especially because I liked to put this one at the end in my inner corner. I just enjoy, like, it's almost, if you can kind of look at it, these three could be like the holiday sweets from Glamlight. But this one, it had all the other in combination, so it didn't disappoint me because it wasn't just that by itself. I was able to darken them. I was able to go different colors, greens, purples, blues, grungy if I wanted to. And that's why that's why she won number 2, because uh I'm able to do so much. And I do personally enjoy like the mattes. Like, you think, oh, they're light, but they are actually very well pigmented. And even, you see they do go on. This gray also, that I first, when I was, let me see, when I was, I have all the glitter in my hands, I don't know if you can tell it all, but when you put them on your eyes, you pat them in, and they, you're able to also kind of blend them well, and I enjoy them. And then you cannot beat the price. In this situation, you cannot beat the price. That's why this one was number 2, because it had all of that. You're saying, Jessica, you have a affordable one with all the shimmers. You have an not so affordable one with all the shimmers. What could have possibly gone number 1? She was not what you guys expect. She is the Lancome Idol Cafe Crush. I love this eyeshadow. I love the blendability of the mattes. I love the shimmers. And you might say there's nothing fancy about this. There's no big in your face. I know, but it's just such a beautiful eyeshadow palette. They're so smooth. You see, it just gives you the pigment that you're gonna get, and it's just for that beautiful look. You see, they go on so smooth. And for me, I'm used to working with I'm aware I'm not a professional makeup artist by any means. That is not my trade. So I know that if I struggle, and this palette didn't make me struggle, and I got it with a 20% off. So it was, and I think the anticipation of it was one of the times that you anticipate a release of a palette. I looked for it so long, and then when it finally came to the US, my expectations were not shattered. They delivered what I expected it to be. So I personally love this palette. I will not declutter this palette. This palette is beautiful. If you don't have it, this is a beautiful palette, especially if you like your neutrals. If you want to be bougie and you want to spend a little bit of money, because it's still, like I said, you can get this eye color, all these shades from Wet n Wild. I think the number 36 could pull some of the same eyeshadow. Okay, that's not the point. Yes, you can do this, absolutely, but the formula, they're beautiful. They're not hard to work with. They just give you what you expect. Very demure, very ladylike, and I don't know, I love it. I fell in love with it. The only reason why I didn't put it on, because like I said, right now today I wanted color, I wanted something bright. I was excited to do the ranking video, but this is something that I love. It's beautiful, and I don't know, I waited for it for so long, and I really am happy that I got the purchase. And that's why she got number 1, even though you saw there were shimmers, there were dual chromes, multi-chromes, all the types of chromes. And that tells you that you don't have to be the more flashier of them all. It just, the beauty's in the eye of the beholder. And she was my pick for number 1 this go around. thank you so much. That was all my ranking. That was my 36 palettes that I used, that I've used May and June. I think that I'm gonna try to keep track of them a little bit better, and once I get maybe to 10, 15, 20 max, I'll do it again, because I want to implement the swatches so you guys can see the swatches and the pictures. But just doing, I do have a full-time job, and doing all of that with 41 palettes was simply not realistic. So, and hopefully you just kind of give me the grace, and I'll try to get better with every video that I do. But like I said, this was a hard batch. I thought last time it was hard. No, this was hard to rank all of these. I didn't, man, I struggled. The top 20 for sure struggled. I kept moving them around, and the top 3, only I knew why I chose them. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for sitting down. I think this might be a long video, hopefully not. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know if what would have been your number one. What is your number one? Like I said, I'm going to continue to kind of improve my editing style. I'm still kind of working on that, but I hope you subscribe. I'm trying to, my goal for the end of the year is 200 subscribers, and I passed 100 recently, so I'm excited. So hopefully if you're seeing this video, I hope you enjoyed it enough that you kind of gift me your subscribe, and I'm able to kind of come on your feed, and hopefully on the next video, my ranking, you'll kind of find it a little bit funny, and you'll see which ones I have. So once again, thank you so much for being here. You have a beautiful day, drink your water, and I'll talk to you guys later.